Hello students, continuing with the chapter 8, that is function overloading and member functional. We have already seen the introduction, the need for function overloading, definition and declaration of overloaded function, restriction and calling overloaded function in session 18. The other function in a class, that is inline as well as friend function, we will see today's session, that is session 19. So let me take the first part, inline function. As you know, the member function of a class may be defined inside or outside a class. So in that, we can have an inline function as well as a friend function. So let me first explain you what is inline function and how it works, how we can make use of in our C++ program. A function call generally involves the complex process of invoking a function by passing parameters to the function, allocating storage for local variables, thereby using extra time and memory space. Means, if any function you have to call, in the main function, that function will be called. You have to pass the parameters, or it is not necessary, and your program execution control will be transferred to the where that function is called, and after going there if it is required, local variable supposed to be created. For that, additional space will be created in the memory, and then those statements will be get executed, and after that function after processing that, the control will be transferred back to the main function. So this is what happens in the normal function call, and we can avoid this overheads of a function by using inline function. Okay, so inline function is a short function. Means an inline function is a special type of function whose body is inserted at the place where it is called, instead of the transferring the control to the function. As I just now told you people, normal function call, what happens? The control will be transferred to where it is called. But in the case of inline function, if you are making use of inline function in your C++ program, that time the control will not transfer to the function call. Instead of that, the whole function body will be inserted where it is called. This is the difference from the normal function and for the inline function. The keyword inline is used to define function. Similar, everything is the same way how you people are creating the function. Only what you have to do to tell the compiler we are using inline keyword in front of the function. That is prefix word we are using. Okay, so just let me keep it in front of you. The rules what we have to follow while creating the inline function. The first one, inline function definition starts with the keyword inline. Inline keyword, if it is not there, then it will not be called as a, that is inline function, that acts like a normal function. Then the inline function should be defined before all function that call it. So it should not be after the that inline function will be called. Example, if you're calling in the main function, that inline functions, if you're calling there, then that function declaration as well as the definition should be before main function. If it is afterwards, then there is a chances are there execution problem, because inline function means where that function is called, their whole body will be inserted without going through that body, and if you are calling the function means it is finding difficulty. That's the reason it should be there before the function call. The next point, the compiler replace the function call statement with the function code itself, that will be expanded the code, and then compiles the entire code. So normally what happens, before compiling the code, wherever that function call appears, inline function call appears, there that whole function body will be inserted, and then it will be compiled. So that is the reason here the code will be expanded. Even though for the user it looks small, but in reality after the compiling, the code, the number of lines of code will be expanded. And compared to normal function, the inline function run little faster, because the function calling overrides are saved. That's the reason it will run little faster. Otherwise it is same. The calling and returning part is there, that will be avoided. For that is the only time will be saved if you are making use of inline functions. I just keep it in front of you, the general format for the inline function declaration. That is here, as I just now told with you people, the function begins with the inline keyword, and you have to return type specifier, you have to specify here, and then you have to give the function name. If you have arguments, then you have to specify here arguments. It is an optional. And then function body. Return type maybe, may not be, depend upon the return type specifier. This is the way it will be there. So it's a, if you see your normal, only inline keyword is added here. The rest, it is normal what you see in other function. That's normal. Nothing difference. But the inline keyword makes a difference. This will tells the compiler, go insert the whole function body. Okay, just moving forward. Let me keep it in front of you. What are the advantages of inline function? The size of the object code is considerably reduced. simply what we are typing the code, user is typing the code is, simply it will not be, expanded, because you are just calling the inline functions. So the code will be, reduced, but after compiling, code will be, expanded. But in reality, what we are typing, the source code will be, reduced. Of course, the speed of execution of program increases. As I told with you, the function overheads will be removed. That calling and returning, these all the transferring the control from here to there, there to here, these all those things will be removed, and that is the reason the speed increases. Very efficient code can be generated by using inline function. Your C++ code or any other code will be becomes in a little efficiency way. It will be easy to develop, and user can access it very easily. The next point, readability of the program increases. As I told with you, the inline functions, where it is called, there the function's body will be inserted, and when we are writing the code, we are just their function call we are writing there. We don't write a code. So that means for the user, the code expansion will not be showed. Only after compiling, that expansion will be showed. So the number of lines for the user looks less, but while compiling it increases. So that is the reason the readability of the program increases. So reading purpose, the number of lines will be reduced. Going for the next part, that is where advantages are there, their disadvantages will be there. So what are the major disadvantages of inline function? The first one says that may increase the size of executable file. As I told with you, even though it is readability of program is there, but after compiling, the compiled file will be expanded. Wherever inline function is called, there is whole function body is replaced, and more memory is needed for the execution purpose. These are the major two disadvantages of inline function. Yes, students, let me demonstrate by showing a C++ program how to make use of inline function in C++. So as usual, the program begins with the header files. So I made use of here two header files, that is iostream.h and console input output.h. I've included in my program. Now I created the function which is inline. By using inline keyword, I've created the function int cube, and with the argument int a. So this function is cube. The whatever your parameter is passed, that is calculates the cube of that value and it returns. That is what this is the function body. Now this is calculates return a into a. Now if you are going for an main program, I have created main program with the void return type, and I have created here a variable of integer type n, and I made use of clear screen just to console screen to the previous whatever values are there to just vanish, and then I enter the value by reading the from the keyboard. That is by displaying enter the input number, and C in I used n, where value will be stored, And then what I'm doing, I'm just displaying saying n equal to cube of n. So this function where it is called this here, this is will be replaced. This will be replaced here. It is not transfer, that function call will be transferred. Now here the code will be replaced. Okay. So now here anyway in my example only one line of code is there. If it is 100, 200, if it is lines of code is there, then that code will be replaced there. So one line doesn't matter. If it is more than that are there, then it is problem. Of course you are closing the program. This is the way. It's a simple. There's nothing speciality is there. Only what is the speciality? Where function called, their body will be inserted. Yeah. So few things we have to keep it in mind, that inline function may not work in some cases. Where it is. Inline function definition is too long or too complicated. That time inline function may not be suits there, or it will not work properly. If its function is too long, too complicated. And in case function is recursive, then it will not work. Or it has many looping constructs. That time also inline function may not work. And if it is switching cases, go-to statements, if it is there, you are transferring the control from one place to another place. That time also inline function may not suits there. So these things, 4 points we have to keep it in our mind. Okay, while creating the inline function, if there is a function too complicated or recursive or looping constructs are there, or branching like a switch, go to and all those things are there, then it is better not to use inline functions. Moving to the next part, that is friend functions. Students, we have seen the private and protected member of a class cannot be accessed from outside the class in which they are declared. We have seen in the last chapter. Whatever data or a member functions, the member data and member functions, whatever we have specified under the section that is a private or protected access specifier, we cannot access outside the class. So to say very simpler way, non-member function does not have a access to private data members of a class as well as protected data members of a class. But how to access these things? Is it possible in C++? Yes. C++ allows the common function to be shared the private data members by making the common function as a friend and this function have a access to private data as well as protected data. These are chances are there sometime two classes. The private data has to be accessed by one function. So that time also it is possible. You make this friend function for both the class, and this friend function will access the both the class private data. So a simple definition keeping in front of you, a friend function is a non-member function of a class has the access permission to private member of the class. And the friend function is declared within the class with the prefix friend. Now inline function, what we we used inline keyword, and here what you have to use friend keyword. By using friend keyword, I can create a friend class to that class. The same friend class can be a friend of another class. It can be a more than 2-3 classes or n number of classes. It can be a friend. So if it is n number of classes, if it is having friend same function, then it got rights to access all the private data of n number of classes. So that is a benefit of this friend function. But it should be defined outside the classes like normal function without the prefix friend. Even though inside, if you are declared a class that is a friend function, but the definition has to be there outside the class, because it is common to all the classes. So that is the reason the definition must be outside the class. The general format for a friend function is given below. You just create the class. That's by using class keyword, class name, and in the public section you create a function, and you specify as normal with the friend keyword. Return type specifier will be there, function name will be there, argument list will be there, and here only you have to declare. No definition, only you have to declare. Okay, and close function, and the definition should be outside the class. Definition normally, no need of a friend keyword, no need of specifying the friend keyword, or no need of specifying it belongs to this class with the scope resolution operator. It is not required. Okay, it's a common function. So going for example, I just wanted to keep it in front of you, the properties of friend function. It's very important. Friend function is not a member function of the class and has a full access permission to private and protected member of the class. This is the first property. As just now I told you, friend is not a normal member of that class. Okay, he is just outsider. How exactly you people got a friends from other colleges, right? They are not a student of Gurukula, but they are friend. They knows they can take a notes of Gurukula. They can access all those. Even though it's a private, through you people they can access. So that is what. Second point, it can be declared either in public or a private part of the class. Anywhere you declare it. It should be inside the class, that's it. Okay, if it is there in public also, no problem. Private also, no problem. The friend function cannot be called using the object of that class. It can be invoked like any normal function. See, normally what you know, in the main function, you are creating the object of that particular class. And the member function of that class you are calling by using that object dot that member function name. That is not required for friend function. Friend function can be called directly. Okay, this is a third property. The fourth property says friend function is declared with the keyword friend. But while defining friend function, it does not use either keyword friend or a scope resolution operator. Means, see, inside the declaration in the class, just to show this is a function is friend for this class, we are making use of friend keyword. But while defining, the friend is not required. It's a general function, so friend is not required. And at the same time, it is not required. It belongs to which class? Because it is again. What is they telling? It's a general function. So scope resolution operator also not required. The next property says that they are normal external function that are given special access privileges. Yeah, they are normal as other functions are there, like that only. So they got a rights to access the private data of where it become a friend of that class. Next, it cannot access the data member variables directly and has to use an object name dot member name. In the friend function, directly data cannot be accessed, but through object it can access. This is the only difference. Okay. Now see, as I told with you, your belongs to Gurukula. Now your friend belongs to some other college. Say that XYZ college. He cannot access straight away to me through object. You are the student is object. Through you he can access me. You got it? Through you he can access me. So this is what here happens. He is friend for you. He is friend for this college. But he cannot access directly. The next property, use of friend function is rare since it violates the rule of encapsulation and data hiding. So normally what happens in C++, friend function will be used very rare. Even though, see, as I said, your friends are there, other colleges, they very, rare, permitted to come here to take a notes and everything. In case in their college teacher itself not there, that time they may come. But similar way in C++ also very rare, because it violates the rule encapsulation data hiding. So very less they'll use. But let me demonstrate you people how we can make use of a friend function in C++. So keeping in front of you the simple C++ program. So now here I've created the class test, and I've used two variable int a and b of integer type. In the private section it is there, and I've used two function. The first function is void set val int I int j. Okay, this is a member function, and the second function is there. This is not a member function. This is what? Friend int add. Now int add is a normal function. We are using friend keyword to making this function is friend of test class. And I'm using here test t because as I told with you, it cannot access directly. It can access the data through objects. So I've used in the declaration part test t. Now I'm just defining the setVal function. Yes, setVal is a member function of test class. So what I have to do? Void test scope resolution operator setVal int I int j I used. Now here variable a, what is there? A and b. So what I will do? A equal to I, b equal to j I am doing. Got it? This is a normal which we have seen in the last chapter. Okay. Now we are taking defining the friend function. Now while defining the friend function, as I told with you, friend keyword is not necessary, not used. Scope resolution operator is required, not necessary, because it is not belongs to that class. This function is just friend to this class. So int add test t I used, and in the body I have used return t dot a t dot b. So now a and b is a member data. A and b, these are the member data. Both are belongs to in the private section, and that is accessed here. Just because the int add is a friend function for test class. This is the way. So rest as usual. So I'm going for a main function. So I've used here a integer type of main, and I've created a object of test, that is t, and t dot set val I did 34 and 56. Now the A value becomes 34 and B value becomes 56. I'm just calling the function this add. Before that I'm just displaying sum of 34 and 56 is add t. Now t is object having, now t is A value is 34, B value is 56. So now here directly what it is this calls normal function as like a normal. Now here not t dot add is not there because we are not identifying by through the objects, and return 0, and we are just closing the function. This is the way we are using. So only in the class you have to make use of friend keyword, and you have to declare there. In other places as usual normal function how it is there, like that only it behaves. So just to keep it in your mind, the few points I just wanted to tell you. The function name that has several definitions with respect to number of arguments and the type of arguments, that is known as a function overloading. So function overloading you have to remember. Function overloading means polymorphism, and inline function are member function that defined outside the class or inside the class. The function code is written along with the function definition inside a class. Friend function is a non-member function of a class. These points, if you keep it in mind, this chapter is done. That's what end of chapter 8, function overloading and member function. Thank you for listening me, and just reminding you people, if you are not subscribed, then subscribe for the further notification, and you can share these videos with the other CS students for their knowledge purpose. Thank you. Have a great day. May God bless you.